Nila Bihari Gopijana Yashodananda Rajana Ranjana Yashodananda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna. We started Mangalacharan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudhiraye Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Okay, so we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is a discussion of Srimad Bhagavatam from Krishna's pastimes. Okay, let me know. Have we ever discussed here the pastime of killing of Aghasura last year? Okay, how many of were that time when we discussed Aghasura pastime? Okay, two were there. Generally, this pastime I taken today, which is Brahma Vimohana Leela, the stealing of uh, boys and the cows by Brahma. So this is generally discussed along with the Aghasura pastime. It's because Aghasura pastime is a wonderful pastime where we hear Krishna's leelas and pastimes along with his cowherd boys, how they enjoy in jungles or the grooves of um, Vrindavan and alongside that um, Govardhan and the hills areas, pasturing grounds. Of course, I will give a small summary of that pastime and then let's continue with the um, Brahma's stealing. See, this is the time when Krishna has grown up a little, and this cowherds, this uh, um, people of Gokula, they have shifted from Gokula to Nandagram along that side, and Krishna has grown up, and of course, by this whole time there were so many different attacks that kept happening, and Krishna was killing the demons, breakfast, lunch, and dinner all these times, you know, and uh, and devotees were terrified previously. Arey, how this kind of a demons are attacking? Let us go to some nice safer place, but demons never stopped coming. One day, Krishna grew up, and then he said, "Okay, I will, father and other uncles and all seniors, they are going to jungles herding the cows. So let us also go." And other mothers like Rohini and Yashoda, they said, "No, you are very small." But he was making hatta. Then they said, "Okay, you can go to jungle with, you can go and take the cows which are little grown up, and of course not milking, no, not drinking milk, but yeah, they can eat. So these cows can be taken nearby fields. So Krishna and his friends, they took the cows and they started herding. Then Krishna became a Vatsapalam, and they used to have lots of fun there around taking the cows there and herding the cows, and along with that kids will be playing. Almost kind of 5, 6 year old boys just now. Generally 5, 6 year old boys, they're kind of very chanchal. They are not steady. They want to see everything. Nothing can be hidden from them. They all want to explore something new and new and new thing. Now they want to explore the jungles. Now previously they were so taken, they were allowed to go nearby areas to see and herd the cows and all these things. But now they said, we will go to the jungle directly. We want to see. Why they are not allowing us to go to the jungle? They are kids, na? What you say, what you tell them not to do, they will do the same thing. The Krishna and all this, and we want to go to jungle now. Why only elders will go to jungle? We will also go to jungle. And one day they decided, yes, now tomorrow our trip will be in the jungle. And jungle means very far. We will not come before lunch time. So what we'll do? We'll take our lunch along with us. That tiffin box. They will not carry tiffin box. They'll just carry. They will take cows and come back by the breakfast. After breakfast and before lunch, they will come back. But now they have to go. And now these kids, they have the idea that, okay, we'll have a Pulina Bhojana. Pulina Bhojan means Bhojan in the jungles, and a trip. They love it. So they already announced that to their mothers, no, no, we'll go to the jungle and we'll have a food there. And the mothers say, okay, initially Mother Shadan already, no, 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 you will not go, come back early, this, that, but they say, no, we want to go. So next day, they woke up very early. Generally, kids don't wake up early. And okay, Krishna Balaram, they are allowed to sleep little later. But this day, they woke up very early. And before the sunrise itself, these all kids, they started coming and roaming around Nanda Bhavan. And they are asking, Are Krishna would get kya? Krishna is woke up or not? Krishna? And they are asking, the mother should then woke up Krishna got in ready. And then everybody was getting some kind of a tiffin box with them. So they got a tiffin box with them. And of course, the tiffin boxes, which was cooked one day before only, and early morning they packed it up and went off. So everybody was ready with this, and they went to the jungle along with the cows. Of course, on this day, early morning, even before the breakfast only, there was one incident happened that there was a big snake who came and was sent by Kamsa. His name was Aghasura. Was he was lying a trap to catch and eat all these cowherd boys and Krishna. Previously used to happen, the demons will come, they will try to attack Krishna, only Krishna will attack, and then they will get killed. And sometimes one or two cowherd boys also they will attack. But this Aghasura, he did a very dangerous thing. He swallowed all these cowherd boys, one shot. And Krishna was wondering, "Kahan ja rahe ho? Where are you going? Where are you going?" And Krishna ran behind them. And because of the poison of this Aghasura, all these kids, they were dead, literally. But Krishna's mercy, he killed Aghasura demon, and he revived all the boys back again. And in front of everybody's eyes, all the devatas and demigods, they were watching. This kind of a huge demon, Aghasura, has come, and he was very famous. He was not kind of a very unknown demon. He was famous demon, and everybody was worried. Ab kya hoga? He has come to Vrindavana, and he's going to eat, and he has already almost eaten all the boys, and Krishna's also gone behind all of them, and what? And when as soon as they saw Krishna has opened his belly, Aghasura's belly, and came out, and Aghasura was killed. All the demigods in the sky started making celebrations. They started showering the flowers, and they started playing bugles and drums and so many instruments and big and everybody there. And all the demigods, Indra, Shiva, everybody was come there and doing big dance there. The Apsaras were dancing, Gandharva was singing. And this is like there will be happening a big uproar. And sometimes happens like um, we we will be doing some our Bhagavatam reading in a home, and suddenly in the midnight we start hearing big applause, Haribol, not Haribol, but kind of a claps and crackers bursting, and you understand, oh, India would have won the match now. Like that. We don't know what's happening actually. And of course, devotees don't see cricket match and all these things. But yes, of course, by just seeing this uproar, you can see, okay, something is happening. Something, matlab, you can guess something. And in this whole commotion, Brahmaji was not part of it. Hmm? And he heard the commotion. Something is happening. All everybody is rejoicing and celebrating. And Brahmaji understood something has happened. What has happened? Something where these people are celebrating Vraja, over the Vraja, right? Okay, what's happening? Oh, Krishna has taken birth there. Okay, Krishna, and I heard that Krishna is killing so many demons. Okay, then why these people are celebrating? Brahmaji also came there. He saw, and in front of everybody's eyes, when Krishna came out of this belly of Aghasura, Aghasura's soul got merged into Krishna's body, and it says that Krishna, Aghasura, joined Krishna's eternal pastimes in this way. And of course, this is such a kind of a great boon that somebody can get. After doing so many tapasya, so many austerities, rarely somebody gets chance to go to Vaikuntha. And rarely is after doing some bhakti, Tivra bhakti, somebody gets a chance to go to Goloka Vrunda. And this guy, Aghasura, he immediately went into Krishna's body, and he became Krishna's eternal associate there. How is it happened? Brahmaji was wondering how is it get, and again Krishna, by Krishna's mercy, all the dead boys also came to the life, and this was also certainly something which is wonderful. As boys, when they woke up and they were asking, "Are Krishna, we were dead. How we got our lives back?" Krishna says, "Okay, I have. They were saying we were dead by the snake, poison of the snake." Krishna says, "I have an antidote of that poison." And what happened to the snake? I have the antidote which can kill those poison, as well as it can kill the poisonous person also. So that kind of antidote I have. And that's how all of you came back to the life. And all these boys are rejoicing and coming back. Brahmaji got bewildered. How this boy, is able to kill somebody, not just simply kill, but he kills somebody, but he can give the life also back to someone. This is kind of a wonderful thing, which is beyond Brahmaji's understanding. See, there are so many different personalities in the world who can give punishments. Hmm? In charge of punishment generally is Yamaduta, Yamaraj, right? He gives the punishment. But apart from Yamaraj, there are so many other authorities who are also got some authority to give the punishment. Indra can give, other demigods also can give punishment. But giving life back, nobody has this. And Krishna did it. And Brahmaji was wondering, what is this happening? Is this Krishna a mystic? कोई mystic है क्या? Brahmaji got confused. Some kind of, sometimes the yogis, they have some kind of mystic power, they can heal someone. Yeah, he may be. So he was thinking he may be a mystic, he may be a kind of a powerful demon, or maybe something like that. Who is he? Of course, this is the time when Brahmaji got bewildered. See, this is the same Brahmaji with whose prayers Krishna appeared on this earth. And the same Brahmaji now again got bewildered. Who is this guy? He is really God. He is really my supreme person, my worshipable Aradhya, Govinda. Is the same person? Govinda Mati Purusham Tamam Bhajani is the same person. But he got confused. And now he was not having a belief that he is the same Krishna appeared here. He wanted to test. Let me check. Let me check whether he is the supreme personality of Godhead or not. Then what Brahmaji did? He says, okay, let me watch it. What happened after this? Krishna's friends and boys and everybody started roaming into the jungle. And of course, they started doing all the different pastimes. Leelas there. Sometimes they will run behind each other. They will tease each other. They will play different games, and they will do so many different activities there. Teasing. Sometimes they will catch somebody's tiffin box and throw here and there. And this boy will be started running. अरे मेरा tiffin box कहाँ चला गया? And all these games that you would have played in your childhood, they were playing there. And by seeing all these pastimes, Brahmaji again is telling, if this boy is a yogi, And then what is this happening here? This is kind of yoga that he is doing, playing with the friends. Now this is what yoga. Yogis means what? They will be little grave, isn't it? They will be grave. They will not joking and all this. This boy is joking and having fun. How is this happening? And he was bewildered there. And suddenly, after some time, Krishna says, "Okay, this is the place in the along with the Yamuna. Nice soft sand is there, white color sand, and there is no cows and no, there are no crows flying across, so that it is safe to sit and have prasadam. And sometimes we go to jungle, we carefully sit at the place where some droppings will not come on our head. So they think, okay, this is the nice place where we can sit and have prasadam. And of course, this is the place is safe because in that ground, that area, there were no footprints were there. So no other animals are coming here. So it is safe place for us so that we can relax and eat food. Then Krishna suggested this to their friends, and friends said, yes, yes, we'll do this, and they sat there. Everybody opened their tiffin boxes. In the tiffin boxes, what was there? Their mothers had sent a nice foodstuffs. Hmm. And of course, their mothers knew, here, this is the foodstuff for my kid, as well as who is there along with my kid? Krishna and Balaram. Of course, this particular day, Balaram didn't come. Why Balaram didn't come? Because it was his birthday. Yeah, of course, it was Balaram Jayanti day. This past time happened, and because it was Balaram's birthday, so he stayed back because of they had to do some yajna and charity and all these things for that. So Balaram didn't come. So Krishna was there. So Krishna, mothers knew that Krishna is there and he will be also eating this food stuff. So they prepared sometimes some special food stuff also for them. Okay, this is for you and this is for Krishna. When Krishna comes sit with you, give to him also. So boys are very happy, and it is mentioned that how this what all these boys did there. These boys they took many uh, things in the jungle as their plates. Somebody took a big flowers as their plate, and on that they arranged all the foods. Some person took a big leaves, and on that they arranged their food stuff. Some person says, okay, no, I don't want all these things. They took tree barks, and not that they arranged their food stuff. Somebody was taken, what is that? A stone, big stone kind of. My plate is very strong. So kids are so fun loving. They want to do everything. So everybody has variety. Everybody has a special plates, and in the special plates there are special foodstuffs also there, and everybody sat there. And how they sat, keeping Krishna in the center. Like in the concentric circles where Krishna is the center and everybody facing towards Krishna. Hmm. So there is a special word mentioned there. Um, Atma, I'll just find out. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. सर्वे मिथो दर्शयन्त स्वस्वोभ्य रुचि पृथक हसन्तो हासयन्तश्च भ्य भ्यवज्रहु सहेश्वरा. And then they all started sitting with each other and started having fun. And abhyanana, this is they were setting abhyanana. Abhyanana is all everybody facing towards Krishna. And when they were sitting and facing towards Krishna, it was looking almost like a Rasila thing. And Rasila also is just, Krishna and all the gopis were having the dance, and everybody, all the gopis have fun, have a feeling that yes, Krishna was with them. Not just simply feeling, actually, Krishna was dancing with each and every gopi. Here also, Krishna was having a personal pastime and personal relationship and connection with each and every Gopas sitting there. And every Gopa was having some connection, and every Gopa was having some interaction with Krishna there. Krishna was sitting in the center and he was eating from each and every Gopa's plate. And every Gopa was having a fun there with him. Sometimes he will come to some Gopa's plate. He will Gopa will say, "Okay, Krishna, my mother has given some kind of a malpua, and he will eat it, and it's very tasty. You take it also." And Krishna will eat it and start laughing. And Krishna's plate, something will be there. I have this and this, and all kids, look, whatever Krishna has eaten half, everybody start going and grabbing it. Of course, we can understand Krishna uh, 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 People grab Krishna's food stuff and they will start laughing. But sometimes Krishna will eat from food stuff from the friend's plate and he'll start laughing. And both of them will start laughing. Why they are laughing? Actually, understanding is given like that. Ki Krishna was, when Krishna was eating and people were, all these boys were feeding Krishna, sometimes they will have fun. What they will do, they will take jasmine flower or some other flowers and they will put that into the samosas or something like that, nicely stuffed. And Krishna eat. And they'll say, "Hey, Krishna, close your eyes. My mother has given something special thing for you. You have to close your eyes." And Krishna will close eyes and then stuff these flowers into his mouth and he will eat it and the bitter taste will come and he'll say, and then his face will become very bitter. And after seeing this, the person who is making this prank, he will start laughing and seeing this friends laughing, Krishna also start laughing. So this is it. All the fun was happening there in Vraja. And when Krishna, when everything was witnessed by Brahmaji on the top, he was saying, "Arey, what is happening?" First of all, he was bewildered that he is the yogi. He was doubting. He is the yogi, and what kind of yoga he is doing it there? There is no tapasya, no in this one. And okay, he is not the yogi, but then maybe he is some kind of siddha. Then to achieve something, I think there should be a purity of the life, purity of the body. And to have a purity of the body means, we keep everything pure. Now while doing offering also, what we do? We do achmana, we put Ganga Jal and do some mudra and all these things. And then we offer it to Krishna. Here, when people are offering to Krishna, there is no mudra, there is no purification, there is no achmana there. And whatever the jhuta is there, they are just feeding him. I know people say like, "यार शबरी ने जब खिलाया था," but of course Shabri just pricked this those bear and then she didn't make actually the jhuta thing, but here they were actually eating something and putting in Krishna's mouth. And sometimes what has happened. One nice part I heard this. Ki Krishna, some kind of kids now they will say, "Hare Krishna, my mother has given gulab jam." And but I will not give you. And he will eat gulab jams. Not one, two, three gulab jam put in his mouth and put the mouth will be like a buzz. And Krishna says, I will, and this boy used to say, "I will not give you, Krishna." And Krishna say, "Okay, you don't give me." Krishna will sit in front of him. Yeah, and after sitting in front of him, he'll say, "Okay, how you are not going to give me?" He just smash his sticks. And what will happen? All this gulab jam will come out, and Krishna will make ah. Imagine this kind of pastime Krishna is doing. We feel like this, "अरे ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है?" But Krishna was enjoying this. And the way you are finding it's unbelievable. "अरे Krishna ऐसे कैसे कर सकता है?" And same thing happened with Brahma ji also. The way you are thinking, "अरे ऐसा कृष्ण कैसे कर सकता है?" Then Krishna was, the Brahma ji also was bewildered. भगवान कैसे हो सकता है? झूठा खा रहे लोगों का हाथ का. लोग ये मुख से छीन के खा रहे हैं. भगवान नहीं हो सकता ये. And Brahma ji got bewildered. I will test him now. And when somebody doubts about Krishna's supremacy, what will happen? Now we'll see what happens to Brahmaji. Brahmaji, then he said, "Okay, let me do some prank with Krishna." Then what Brahmaji did? When these boys, kids were having their food and all these things, the cows, they roam little bit inside the jungle where the grass was little bit green and as soon as they went off, these boys they were having their lunch and they forgot everything because they were all focused on Krishna. Hmm. So because they were all they're all looking after Krishna and then they could not they could not understand what's happening around. See, there is one nice, beautiful Varnan. Why they were so much engrossed with Krishna? Because Krishna was so beautiful and she was so charming there. See, there's a beautiful words there. It means Vibrad Venu Jatara Patayo Shunga Vetre Chakakshe Vame Pano Mastruna Kavalam Tat Phalanyam Vilishu Tishtan Madde Swapari Sudeo Hasya Navabi Swai Swarge Loke Mishati Babuje Yajna Bhuk Balakili. What Krishna was doing there, he was having this Venu on his waistband, and he was having Masruna Kavalam. Anybody is Kannada here? Kannada, right? What do you say this curd rice in Kannada? Masarana. That's not Kannada word, it's a Sanskrit word. Kannada has taken. In this particular shloka also it is mentioned Masruna Kavalam. He was having Masrana, or what is this? curd rice in his hand, and he was roaming around there. And ऐसे plate वेट लेके नहीं घूम रहे थे, हाथ में ही लेके घूम रहे थे. It was having in a hand only. And what was having? Masturna kavala in a hand, and he was having pickle in this side, because both hands were having masrana and pickle. And only masrana have the pickle also, right? So having the rice and pickle, having the rice, pickle, like that. Yeah, of course, you will have to imagine all these things. We are very lucky to have darshan of Udupi Krishna. Have you been seeing Udupi Krishna? Huh? Oh, so nice. You can imagine how Udupi Krishna is roaming. He is having a stick in a hand, and one hand will having masrana. Masrana will be having. And this is exactly the form that devotees were, these boys were observing. And the way you all get mesmerized and enchanted when you see the Udupi Krishna, these all boys are enchanted by seeing Udupi Krishna, and they forgot what's happening around. They forgot where the where calves are going, and then what happened? भारतेव वत्सपेषु भुञ्जानेष्वाच्युतात्मसु वत्सात्वस्तन्वर्धने दूरं विविश्रु स्तुन लोभिता. So these people, these boys, what happened? Achyutatmasu. They were eating this food, Achyutatmasu. That word is used here. Achyutatmasu का मतलब, the meaning of Achyutatmasu is that कि they were eating food without any stoppage. मतलब जैसे hungry man will start eating the food without stopping, tap, putting inside the mouth. Like that, these boys were eating. Another meaning of the Rachutatmasu was because, of course, they were hungry. Whole day they were doing all these pastimes and running, and Akasura also killed them, and they again came back to life. They were hungry, they were tired. So now they had started eating it. And now what happened? Of course, they were hungry, that's why they were eating like this. Not simply because of that. Achyutatmasu ka matlab, the another meaning of Achyutatmasu is that ki they were eating while thinking about Krishna. So this is how we should eating. And we eat prasadam thinking that oh, nice gulab jam is very nice, or maybe that curd rice is very nice, or whatever your food is very nice. We are thinking about the food and its taste. But actually, while eating, what we have to think? We have to think about Krishna. That's what we are saying, right? Sharira avidya jal jadendriya tahe kal. So in this prayer, we remember this prayer is mentioned because what should be our mood while eating prasadam? While eating prasadam, we see that this prasada is a mercy of Krishna. Prasada is not simply a food that has come in front of us, but it is the food. This is the prasada, is a mercy of Krishna to conquer. Conquer what? The world? Like Alexander the Great? No, we have to conquer the uncontrolled senses. And among the senses, which is the most turbulent one? Taramadhe jivati. Jivat. Tongue is very, very turbulent. When somebody can control his tongue, he can control whole of his senses. And that's how, to control this tongue, we have taken the vow. जो भी खाएंगे, प्रसाद खाएंगे, प्रसाद के अलावा कुछ नहीं खाएंगे, है ना? Whatever I will eat prasadam, without prasadam, I will not eat anything. Like they take oath in front of the judge, right? ना सब मैं गीता पे हाथ रख के कसम खाता हूँ जो भी बोलूँगा सच बोलूँगा ना. That's how we take oath. Whatever I will eat prasadam, I will not anything apart from prasadam. So what happens when somebody takes this oath? Of course, it's very tough, very tough. Otherwise, we have so many opportunities outside to eat anything. And now, as soon as you go out, you have so many opportunities to pakoras are there, the pani puris are there, and this and that, so many things, alluring things. But when we take the oath, yes, I will take only prasadam, but nothing apart from that, we immediately come to the level of humans. अरे आप कैसे humans बोल रहे, बाकी लोग human नहीं है क्या? Others people who are eating outside are not human? No, definitely not, because they are the animals. You know, animals क्या करते हैं? When you go to market and suddenly one cow comes, she will do a bargaining, she will do a measurement and all these things. अरे भैया थोड़ा कोथिंबीर extra डाल देना. She will not say all these things. What she will do? She will just poke her mouth and eat out, without thinking is the purchased or not, a right or wrong. The people who are outside also, they do the same thing. Whatever they see, their mind goes, they just go. Of course, they purchase and eat, but they don't discriminate in that. But devotees, when they have a discrimination, what to eat, what not to eat, what's right and what's wrong, we come to the level of humans. But because humans only have that discrimination, shall I eat or not? Animal, they don't have a discrimination. That is the gift to humans. We have heard this ego device, right? Device or maybe Gita course. So the gifts to humankind is they have the discrimination power. I should eat or not. You know? Animals, they don't have discrimination. They just know one thing. Whatever comes in front of you, eat it off. Hmm? So this is it. Humans are, when we take this oath, I will eat prasadam, nothing apart from prasadam, we come to the human platform. And we have that one strong backing to this oath is this is Krishna Prasadam. Of course, we should have at least basic discrimination that okay, it is veg or non-veg and all these things. Of course, we understand that because it is same, it is not same. But devotees are one notch higher. They will eat only prasadam, but not anything apart from prasadam. So, because there is a connection of Krishna into the prasadam. Prasadam is offered to Krishna, which is transcendental, which helps us to control our senses, which helps us to control the tongue. So these boys were achut atmasu. They were eating, but they were while eating also they were thinking about Krishna. They've lost the track where our cows have gone. And suddenly they came to the senses, Arey, our cows have been missing. They are not there around us. What to do? And that time what happens? Krishna says, Arey, Arey, aap kyun uth rahe ho? Why are you getting up? Krishna is sitting in the center. All the cowherd boys are there. Krishna has many cows. Now how many cows Krishna has? Father has 9 lakh. 9 lakh cows get. Every cow is, if you think that every cow is milking, then every cow has one cow. 9 lakh cows also will be there. So many cows Krishna had, and friends also have some amount of cows. Yeah? So many cows were there, and Krishna is telling, Arey, you don't get up. I will take care of it. And all the boys, he says, you don't get up, you don't disturb your food. I will do all these things for you. Who is telling? The Lord of the world. He's telling you don't get up, I will do it for you. You know? Have you heard, do you find similarity like this in Bhagavad Gita also one statement Krishna gives about the devotees? I will take care of your activities and dealings. Yes. What is that? Ananyas chintayantoma ye jana paripasute tesham nityabhiyuktanam. Last word is important. Yoga Kshemam Bhamyam. Yoga Kshemam means Krishna says, I will take care of all your jobs. आपके सारे काम मैं देख लूंगा. आपका आईटी का जॉब, आपका बिजनेस, आपका जो भी व्हाट आर यू थिंग्स आर डूइंग इट देयर, आपका घर परिवार, आपके बच्चे. My kids are very naughty, Prabhuji. अरे I will take care of you, Prabhuji. Krishna says, I'm not telling this. Krishna telling. So he says, I will take care of everything. What is the condition? Achyut Atmasu. Of course, like here, Achyut Atmasu. And what is this in the shloka? It says, Ananyas Chintayantoma. When somebody is Ananyas Chintayantoma, means Ananya Bhav se, without having another thought. If somebody is thinking, Chintayanto Mam, thinking about Krishna, Krishna says, yes, I will take care of you. There are so many examples of it like this, At least I'm from Maharashtra, so we have so many examples like in the Santa Parampara. We have. Of course, in Karnataka, some examples will be there. Krishna is personally doing daily chores in the devotees' houses. Can you give some examples? We have examples of Santa Tukaram, Santa Janabai, Eknath Maharaj. Yeah, anybody else in Karnataka? We have so many examples in Karnataka also. Kanak Das personally is doing chores in the devotees' houses. भक्तों के घर में. नरसिंह मेहता एग्जाम्पल इज देयर. पर्सनली उसके बेटी का शादी करा दिया, है ना. एनी अदर एग्जाम्पल? ओडिशा में देयर आर सो मेनी. एनीबॉडी ओडिया हियर? Yeah, there are so many examples in the devotees in Odisha. In their houses, Krishna or Jagannath has done personal tasks. Sakhubai karke कहाँ है? Sakhubai example is there. Any other example is there? Anybody knows? Krishna does personally everything in their houses. There's one Panda in Jagannath story is there, that when he's in deathbed, Raghudas something, right? Remember? His house, Jagannath personally comes as a Gopal and serves him at his deathbed. Raghudas story, if you know. Any other story is there? in the devotee's house, Krishna is doing personally his daily tasks. Everything. Like a servant, he's serving them. That's what is called as a yoga kshema vahamyam. है ना? The Gita Panda story is there. No, remember? There's so many stories where Krishna has done personal task every day in the devotees' houses. Hmm? And it's not kind of only in Maharashtra or only Karnataka. Wherever pure devotees are there, they are thinking constantly about Krishna. Krishna is ready to do. Not Krishna is ready to do. He is doing literally his daily task. We don't have to worry about people. हम लोग बोलते प्रभु जी संडे आएंगे तो क्या मेरा बेटे का पढ़ाई कौन कराएगा? If I come to the Puri Yatra, who will take care of my business, Prabhuji? But believe me, Ananyas Chintayantama, when you come to that stage, huh, your business, your job, your family, everything will be carried out by Krishna, not just simply taken care. Take care का मतलब क्या होता है? Okay, you don't worry, I will arrange somebody to do it. That is taken care. No, Krishna doesn't say I will take care. He says I will carry out. वहाँ में हम बोलते हैं ना, वहाँ मतलब he put on his own shoulder. वहाँ में who will carry means that कूली होते हैं ना, कूली. Coolies put your luggage on their own shoulders and then carry. Right? Krishna says, I will carry your own burden. Vahamyaham. Yogakshemam vahamyaham. And for that, only one condition is there. What is that? Ananyas chintayantamam. Chinta, always thinking. Ananyas. Ananyas means not without any, without any alternative. Ananya. You can say anya means anybody else. We think that okay, I will believe on Krishna. I think okay, Krishna will do. But in case Krishna doesn't do, let me have plan B. That means anya. What either Krishna or plan B or plan C or plan D or so many different plans we have. But when we are talking about anya, then plan A is believe on Krishna, plan B is also believe on Krishna. And now plan A is to believe on Krishna, plan B is to believe on plan A. Like that. There is no other plans at all. So this is it. That is called Ananya Bhakti. That is Ananya Seva. And then Krishna personally does their task. And here, when the cows were missing, Krishna says, okay, don't worry, I will be taking care, I will go personally. You continue your prasad, you don't disturb your prasadam. Krishna gets up, हाथ झूठा है, he doesn't wash his hand also. He just start running. Here are the cows, here are the cows. And what happened? For the astonishment, the Krishna's cows goes missing, and when he comes back, his friends are also missing. हो क्या रहा है यहाँ पे? Everything is missing. Am I lost? Anything happened? And Krishna gets bewildered. Who gets bewildered? Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, the person who knows everything, Sarvagya, who gives the knowledge to all the world, that person who is the source of everything, who is Sarvagya or who knows everything, that person is bewildered, or he is the person who is searching for something. If you know anything, will you search for it? No, you know where exactly is that to search for, and that person is searching. Is it Krishna doing drama? What's happening here? Of course, in the next verse it mentioned that Krishna appears like he is searching, but actually what's happening? Some kind of internal game is happening. Of course, what's happening around is the Brahmaji. He steals Krishna's friends. He steals Krishna's cow. He puts under their yogic nidra and takes them back to his own abode and makes them sleep there, and then comes back. He goes there and comes back from the Bhuloka to Brahmaloka, and from Brahmaloka he comes back. In between, what happens? Krishna is seeing, everything is sleep, everything is missing, and he understands everything is happening because Brahmaji is doing everything. Because Krishna knows everything, right? Krishna doesn't have to meditate on and find out what's happening. Yes, he understands. He knows everything, that Brahmaji is doing things, let me do something. Actually, and immediately after that, Krishna expands himself into the same exact friends. जितने भी फ्रेंड्स थे एग्जैक्टली उनको रिप्लिकेट करते हैं. and he takes their roles. He expands himself. How many were friends were there? He will copy himself like a carbon copy बनते हैं ना, टक 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 टक. So like huh? Xerox copy, yeah. Now Xerox carbon पुरानी बात हो गई. Thank you. So he will just exactly copy it, and he see, imagine you have to imitate your friend. Imagine. So what will happen? You have to copy his facial expression. You have to copy his the walking style, talking style, and his understanding, everything. And here, imagine Krishna has done everything as it is for each and every cowherd boy. That means how much Krishna is loving his friend. You can do it for your somebody who you love. You cannot do somebody who you don't know at all. So that's how the Krishna. You understand Krishna has a unique relationship with his devotees. Not just devotees are giving themselves towards Krishna, but here Krishna is also giving everything towards his friends also. Hmm? So that's how Krishna is able to copy each and every style of his friends or gopas. Not just simply gopas. Who were else missing? Cow nahi. Cows were missing. And he copies all of them also. And he becomes cows. And everything becomes as it is in a second. That's what Krishna's power. And then after this, Krishna, like along with this, he goes back home. See, one thing comes like in the Tatparya or maybe in the purports, the Vaishnava Acharyas are mentioning that here we see that Brahmaji is putting his Krishna's cowherd friends into the illusory sleep. The Yoga Maya sleep is putting it. But actually, but Krishna's friends are not kind of friends who are any common people. It is mentioned Krishna's friends are very, very special. They are not any normal people, and they cannot be disturbed by anybody else. Like Mother Sita was kidnapped by Ravana, isn't it? Was she really kidnapped by Ravana? What was the reason? What was the understanding they give? The person, the personality was kidnapped was Chaya Sita. Because Mother Sita is a transcendental, nobody material person can touch. Hmm? Or touch her or disturb her. So Chaya Sita was taken. Here also, when Krishna's friends are transcendental, maybe Krishna's friends are eternal associate of Krishna, they cannot be disturbed or they cannot be harmed by anybody else. So even Brahmaji cannot harm them. Hmm? So if Brahmaji, there is no chance that Brahmaji will be putting them into the sleep. It is Krishna's energy that is putting them into the sleep, or maybe some other material creation, or maybe some other reflection of these people. They were carried by Brahmaji to his abode. This is what explanation Acharyas give. So in this way, Krishna's friends are very, very special. We can see this into the previous chapter also it mentioned. Itham satam brahma sukhanubhutyam dasyam gatanam paradaivaten mayashitanam naradarakena sakam vijruyo krita punya punja. So it is said ki itham satam brahma sukhanubhutya. So anybody who is, this is the one who gives brahma sukha, that person, he has become a dasyam gatana paradaivatena. That paradaivata has become a das of his friends. Like Krishna is roaming around to search his friends' cows. Dasyam gatanam. He has become a friend, dasyam of them. Maya shitanam naradarakena. The person who is Maya Shitam. Maya Shitam is the person who is bewildered by Maya, will not understand this, how that supreme person become a servant. Our boss cannot become our servant, right? Your boss will serve you? No, he will make you servant. Work hard. Hey, even every drop of your blood he will ready to suck up. But here, the supreme boss, what is he doing? He is serving. He is caring. This is kind of servant related leadership is this, we call it. We win over the people by serving them. Hmm? And that's how Krishna is becoming servant. Dasyam gatanam, maya shitanam, naradarakena, sakam rijuya, kruta punya punya. And to become like that, that kind of a friend near to Krishna. Krita Punya Punja. We have to have a punya, not even punya, we have to have a punya punja. We have to have a big, big amount of punya, then only we can get into that kind of fortune. So these friends were not touched by Brahmaji. Actually, this was the Brahmaji trying to bewilder Krishna, but actually here Krishna is from the beginning itself playing game with Brahmaji. Brahmaji को लग रहा था कि I'm playing the game, but yes, Krishna says to for the pleasure of Brahma and pleasure of all the mothers, Krishna becomes cows and Krishna becomes all the gopas. These mothers of Vrindavana, they used to have always the desire. Oh, Mother Yashoda is so fortunate. She is feeding milk to Krishna. She is caring for Krishna. And this all the mothers, what they will do? They will only see Krishna when he is going to jungle and coming back. That time only they will see. Otherwise, they will go. Krishna will go home and they will all have to just imagine and remember Krishna. So these people, these gopis, they were very much affected and affectionate towards Krishna, and they wanted to serve Krishna as his mother. And that's not possible because already Krishna has mother here, Yashoda. And how this desire will be fulfilled? Then their desire Krishna fulfilled in this way by becoming their son. See, one thing is important. Of course, these all the gopis, all the elderly gopis, they were they were not envious of Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda was mother of Krishna, and every all the gopi was affectionate towards Krishna, but all the gopis were not envious about her, and that's why Krishna gave them chance to become their mother. And now sometimes what happens in our association, somebody does something great service, and now ज़्यादा book distribute कर लिया, and sometimes he has done something great, we become immediately envious. इतना कैसे कर सकता है? And whatever we try, we will not achieve that success like him. And now here the Acharyas are giving a trick how to copy that success. Instead of becoming envious to that person, we have to be appreciative. When we appreciate others' success, Krishna gives same quality and same fortune to us, not to the person who is envious to others. So envy will destroy even our own fortune. It's very dangerous, envy. When we envy towards others or maybe envy towards the uh, uh, good soul, it destroys our own good qualities. That's why it's dangerous to become envious. Better appreciate them, and when we appreciate them, automatically we uh, copy all those qualities. When we appreciate somebody's good qualities, automatically we inculcate those qualities within us. We will not understand that, but yes, it will happen. We will keep on becoming like him, the person whom we appreciate. So in this way, all to satisfy Brahmaji and to satisfy all mothers, Krishna became their kid, and he started acting like that for whole 1 year. पूरा साल बीत गया and Krishna was doing all these things. And few days before this 1 year finishes, Balaram and all the coward boys, everybody was roaming into jungle. Balaram saw one special thing happening. So all these cows means the cows and the elderly cowherd people, like Nanda and all this, they were herding their cows on the hill top, and the cows and all the boys, they were herding their group downhill. And when they saw the cows, they saw their cows are roaming around down, and immediately they became overwhelmed with the love. Of course, these cows which were herding, they were not milking, they are drinking milk. That means all these elderly cows, they already have another set of cows which were drinking milk, which were in the homes. So, and now, of course, generally, as soon as the cows get older, affection of the cow towards the calf reduces. You know, and new calf, they will have affection. But now what happened, these bigger cows also, the mothers have started getting the affection and they started running towards them. And how much they started running, they're not running like, tap, 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 करके. They were started galloping. Galloping, but that like horses do. The front hoof and leg hoof are joined together, tap, 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 like this. It is mentioned that they were walking on two legs kind of thing. The front legs joined and back legs joined kind of thing. And it was a very difficult down track, but still they came. They started leaking to their elderly cows and giving them milk. And by seeing other elderly gopas, they got confused and they got terrified and they got panicked. अरे कहाँ चली गई हमारी गाय? Where are our cows? And they started running behind them. And while running behind the cows, they saw their own kids. Of course, they saw Krishna also, but they were not attracted towards Krishna now. Of course, all the cow boys, they were attracted towards Krishna more than their own kid. It used to happen in Vrindavan. Mothers would love Krishna more than their own kid. Actually, this should be our attraction. We should be having more love towards Krishna than our own family. It will happen. When it happens, that I understand, yes, I have achieved the level of Vrajavasis. Otherwise, ठीक है, my family is important, but Krishna is okay, बाद बार होता जाएगा. But yeah, it needs much maturity for that. Okay, so this cowherd cowherds, they started showing affection toward their kid, and seeing it, Balram got confused. कि अरे ऐसा क्या हो रहा है? Previously it was not happening. See, in this pastime, two people got confused. First, Brahmaji got confused. Why Brahmaji got confused? By seeing कि अरे ये भगवान कैसे हो सकता है? How can he be God? He may be a yogi or maybe a siddha, and he wanted to test it. When Brahmaji got confused, what he did? He wanted to test. He tried to test Krishna. And when Balram got confused, अरे ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है कि Krishna, everybody used to love Krishna more. Now everybody is loving their kid more, and the same love they used to shower for Krishna. Now the same love they are showering for their own kids, and everything is looking like mystical. Even the love for Krishna and love for all the people is equal, same. And Balaram got confused, and he was thinking this is because maybe some demon. Balaram starts putting some logic. Even when Brahmaji got confused, he started putting logic. ऐसा हो रहा है, इसके पीछे तो ये हो सकता है, and this cannot be because this is these things. And putting proper logic and coming to a conclusion, and for the conclusion he wants to test. Balaram got confused. He started thinking, okay, these all things are happening because there is some demon is attacking, because demons were attacking. And he says, no, demons cannot attack because these are the specially protected souls. The demon option got cut. Then what is that? Some mystic is doing some magic here. So that is also not possible, because mystics can work, but they cannot imitate the love. Mystic can put some illusion. They can have something which is love, snake ko rope ko snake bana dega, snake ko rope bana dega. That mystic can do, but he cannot generate love in people's heart. That means what the love that he's seeing from the parents to the kids, and that extra love is coming out, that cannot be the medicine. He is putting proper logic into that, and that means something is happening which is Krishna himself is doing it. First option was either demon, second option was either mystic, third option was either some demigod is doing something like that. When they says no, this is happening just because Krishna is doing it. And to confirm it, what he does, he asks Krishna. We understand when Brahmaji got confused, what he did, he tried to test Krishna. Even though he knew that Krishna is his boss, his master. Here Balaram's master also is Krishna. But when Balaram got confused, he chose to ask. When we get doubt, what we have to do? Ask. When teacher in the exam, in the classroom also says, अगर कोई प्रश्न है तो पूछो. That's what we do. When we have a doubt, we should ask. And that's what our process of gaining knowledge, not by the process of experimenting. Tad vidhi pranipatena pari prashnena sevaya. If we start doing experiment, there is a chance that we get lost. Balaramji did it Because Balaramji has personally showed us, we have a doubt, we have confusion, we have question, we have to ask and get the knowledge. And how to ask the knowledge question? Humbly. Balaramji asked the question after this to Krishna, ki, Are, I'm seeing all this and this, why this is happening? Of course, Bhagavatam doesn't mention exactly what answer Krishna gives and all these things, but immediately the scene turns towards Balaram's next birthday, when again Brahmaji comes back and he is bewildered. Are, ye kaisa ho gaya? Everybody I had taken back and now everybody is here. So the people I have carried to my loka, they are real, or people I am seeing here, they are real, and he is confused. And to clear Brahmaji's doubt, Krishna removes his mystical power, and everybody who is standing there, they started becoming Chaturbhuja. Thap, 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 everybody Chaturbhuja. Even cows, no, cowherd boys and cows, everybody become Chaturbhuj. And when they become Chaturbhuj, all the demigods, they come and they start worshipping and all this thing, and Brahmaji just gets demystified. And immediately after, Brahmaji starts paying obeisances and praising Krishna. And after this, Brahmaji gives a big long prayer, full chapter of full of it. We of course will not go into that, but some other time we can study how Brahmaji glorifies and begs pardon to Krishna. Very interesting prayers of Brahmaji. And of course, why we should study that chapter is, another reason. Prayers of Lord Brahma's prayer to Krishna, because that is the last chapter that Srila Prabhupada has translated in Srimad Bhagavatam. So it's very important, and that in there also Prabhupada gives very important message. And why we should study that chapter also is, because Brahmaji is our Adya Acharya. And of course, Prabhupada says, by this, by observing, by studying this Leela, what we should understand is, even somebody who is intelligent like Brahmaji also can be bewildered. So we should not become complacent, or we should not become overconfident that, array, मैं सब जानता हूँ. I know everything. Array, Brahmaji can get confused by Krishna's mystic. Then, what to talk about Krishna's mystic? Even worldly mystic, we can say we get confused. So we cannot become complacent. Yeah, I know everything. So it's very important. So there's a lesson to be learned from Brahmaji. Brahmaji being Adya Acharya of our Sampradaya, Brahmaji being the first created being in this world, most intelligent person, still he can get confused. So we should always believe not on our own intelligence, but we should believe on the intelligence of Shastra, and we believe the intelligence of our Acharyas. Okay? So this was the message from this Brahma Vimohana Leela. Hare Krishna. We are exhausted our time, right? Okay. If any questions are there, please let me know. Mystical pastimes, confusing also. Hare Krishna. Yeah, this is true. This is explained by Acharya into this pastime. Krishna became the son of all the gopis just to give them pleasure, to give them opportunity to become Krishna's mother. And this way, whole year, this Krishna accepted love from them. And of course, generally, as I mentioned, generally all the gopis will be having more attraction towards Krishna than their own kids. But this whole year, they forgot of course, they were loving Krishna, but they were showering same amount of love towards their own children also. They were actually Krishna in their homes. And Krishna gave opportunity all the gopis to become their mother. And one reason, of course, Acharya mentions, because these gopis were not envious towards Mother Yashoda, but appreciative to it. This is the mood of Vaikuntha actually. Again, I will repeat this. Vaikuntha mode is not to be envy and competitive. Mood of Vaikuntha is cooperative and appreciative. So help each other, let them grow nicely. All the gopis also will have the same mood. Of course, they will have love towards Krishna, but they don't want to replace Mother Yashoda. Huh? They don't want to replace Radharani. They don't want to replace Ashtasakhis. They have their eternal positions. What is our position in Vaikuntha? What is our position into Vrindavana is Das Dasanu Das. Our goal is not to replace some Sakhi and become that Sakhi. No, they are already there. Already all important positions are taken. Our position, our role in Vrindavana is to serve, to assist all those gopis in Krishna's pastimes. And when we serve, somebody will be into the team of Mother Yashoda, somebody will be in the team of Nanda Maharaj, somebody will be team of Rohini and other different Sakhis. And how they are serving, whole team will carry the same mood. Like in a home, what the mood of father, the same mood will be carried by whole family, right? The same way, whoever Gopi is there, the other Radharani, other Chitra Sakhi or maybe other Sakhis, their mood will be carried by all the assistants. And with that, Lalita, Vishaka, they will serve in that mood. So like that. So our role is, and of course, all the gopis who are motherly gopis, elderly gopis, they have the affection towards Krishna, but in the same Vatsalya Rasa that Mother Yashoda had. And that's why Krishna gave all of them opportunity to become his mother. Like that.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you for the mentor. Prabhuji, you mentioned Ravana is like Chaya Sita. Before also I have noticed, like how to understand Chaya Sita.
Okay. There is kind of a pastime also behind that, but the concept is that Mother Sita is Krishna's internal potency, right? Mother Sita, Lakshmi. So this internal potency cannot be contaminated and cannot be disturbed by any evil touch. So there is no possibility that anything material can touch it. The spirit and matter doesn't get mixed, like oil and water doesn't get mixed, so they don't come into contact. So there is no way that Ravana will be lifting the Sita and putting in his chariot and taking her. There is no chance that one. So to make this Leela happen, so Mother Sita was hidden, as they say, hidden by Agni Dev, and the another they call it Chaya Sita, but actually it is the Vedavati who had cursed Ravana long back that because of a lady you will be you will die like that. So she come back again to replace Mother Sita, and she will be kidnapped by Ravana. So Vedavati, or they call it Chaya Sita. And when at the end, when Mother Sita was rescued, to bring that Chaya Sita, to bring the Mother Sita back, then Agni Pariksha pastime will happen, and then Chaya Sita will be taken back by Agni Dev, and again, actual Mother Sita was protected by Agni. Agni is the most purest thing. So Mother Sita will be delivered back to Lord Rama, like that.
Very nice. You said of banana sticks in Roma. Now, the very difficult in a practical way. They want you to meditate on only one thought, not to have plan B or plan C. But what is the progress on the planning about this?
Who has asked very particular question. Of course, goal is very high. Doing bhakti without having plan B. That is called as a Ananya Chintan. That is when we Harishita Prabhu explains it as a fast track devotion service. Doing devotion service 100%. But of course, as of now, we are not able to do it. But that doesn't mean that we don't have any hope. Of course, getting results in a one birth, of course, it may take 2-3 births, 4-5 births, like that. But yes, progress is there. So don't get disappointed. But yes, Always try to do that fast track bhakti. Matlab, aspire for that. Some other time in our life, because right now we are doing our job, we are doing so many different things. Maybe in that while doing the job, we are not able to think about Krishna. Is it like that while doing the job we are thinking about Krishna? No, we are thinking about job only. But of course, while doing the job, after doing job, we are giving the portion of that fruit towards Krishna. Maybe not 100%. Sometimes people used to do it 100% also, but still that is not 100% bhakti. 100% bhakti means working for Krishna and thinking nothing but Krishna. So that is 100% bhakti. But if you are not able to do it, at least, of course, I heard that even if somebody gives 50% of his income, that also as good as pure bhakti. Try for that. At least that guarantee is given by Prabhupada and Acharya. So 50% of income, 50% of your time, not just simply income. And the time is we have 24 hours. Among the 24 hours, at least 12 hours will be given to Krishna. मतलब 8 hours sleep and all these things वगैरह वो सब निकाल के 12 घंटा भगवान को देना है और बाकी 12 घंटे में आपका सोना नहाना धोना खाना पीना जॉब एवरीथिंग हैज टू कवर ठीक है टफ है but at least if not that one at least aspire to do that at some point in our life. Hare Krishna. Of course, I think Harish Prabhu is scheduled to come here to give a class before Janmashtami. Now, before Janmashtami is coming, right? When? Okay, now that time he will explain this concept. Wait for that. Don't miss that day. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जन्माष्टमी महामहोत्सव की जय. हरे कृष्ण.